we're getting the first images of J.D. Vance, the Vice President of America and Prime Minister Modi meeting. Well, this is the Prime Minister receiving J.D. Vance, the Vice President, at 7 Lok Kalyan Marg. Mind you, there is a bit of break of protocol and the kids are also there. You have Usha Vance, J.D. Vance's wife, along with their 3 children. And you can see the Prime Minister go ahead and greet them himself. All of them very cutely, formally dressed. In the afternoon, they were wearing kurta pajamas at the Akshardham temple. They've changed into little suits for the evening. And the reason why there has been a sense of break of protocol, viewers, where this bilateral is not happening at the Hyderabad house or, another official, or a more formal venue, but at the residence of the Prime Minister is, number one, this is a private visit. It has official components to it because there is a bilateral, but it's a private visit, and the Prime Minister is hosting the Vance family for dinner right after the bilateral. So these are the 2 images that are coming in. You can see the Prime Minister greeting J.D. Vance, the Vice President, with a hug. And you can see him walk with the Vance family. While there will be a bilateral, after that there is going to be a dinner that the Prime Minister is hosting for the Vice President. We'll continue to get our viewers more images as and when they come in. I just want to quickly go to Gaurav Sawant for just about getting a quick update on these visuals that are coming in. Gaurav, understandably, a break away from what is usual traditional protocol. A bilateral takes place as a formal setting, but this is the Prime Minister hosting the Vance family for dinner, and a private, visit which has official components to it, therefore the visuals that we see.
And these are amazing pictures, and the children are looking lovely in their traditional Indian attire, wearing a band gala. So the 3 children, wearing, Ivan's wearing a kurta pajama and a Modi jacket or a Nehru jacket, depending on what you may want to call it. Vivek's wearing his band gala, and Mirabel also in traditional Indian attire. We're just putting out those images. They've just come in, just a moment ago, and these are absolutely stunning images of the Vance family at 7 Lok Kalyan Marg at Prime Minister Narendra Modi's residence, where he's invited the US Vice President, Mrs. Vance, Usha Vance, who incidentally, as you know well, is of Indian origin, and the 3 children. So they visited the Akshardham Swaminarayan temple earlier this morning. They went a little shopping they did near Connaught Place, and now they've come to the Prime Minister's residence for this. The first part is the meeting, you have the American delegation, you also have the Indian delegation, and then, of course, you have the dinner. It's an official visit. This leg, remember, he was given a Tri-Services Guard of Honor when he landed at the Palam Technical Area. There was a Union Cabinet Minister, Ashwini Vaishnav, in waiting for the Vice President. And all these are very powerful messages. The red carpet being laid out here at 7 Lok Kalyan Marg. So in all of this, remember, even when the Prime Minister met the Vance family in Paris, there were gifts for all the little children and traditional Indian toys from various places in India. For example, wood carving, wooden toys that are made in India, which are now being exported extensively across the world. So, a little taste of Indian culture for the Vance family as they reconnect with roots. Little children look at what's happening in India. Their visit to Swaminarayan Akshardham temple. Now they'll be going to the Amer Palace. They'll be staying at the Rambagh Palace in Jaipur. And then the family will be going to Agra. So all of this is the official leg and then the unofficial leg, all on display for the world to see.
Well, the visuals coming in of the kids, rather cute. Viewers, we had images of them wearing kurta pajamas at the Akshardham temple, and they've all moved into more formal attire for the dinner that has been hosted by the Prime Minister. Still waiting for visuals of Usha Vance. Has she finally changed into an Indian outfit herself? Till now, she's been in dresses, but, we're going to try and get in more images coming in. But these are the first images that have been released by the Prime Minister's office on the Prime Minister receiving the Vance family. And I want to bring in Shivani, my colleague, who's joining us right outside 7 Lok Kalyan Marg in just about a minute. But, Gaurav, there's also a fair line of diplomacy that is being walked here, because there has been a break of protocol at multiple levels, especially even when it was receiving the vice president on what has largely been a private visit. India is rolling up the red carpet, but there is, a few apprehensions that need to be ironed out, especially where trade is concerned, because this would be, in an official bilateral, the first in-person meet between the Prime Minister and the Vice President of the United States of America on the road ahead, where trade comes into question.
Indeed, and this is the relationship. So this is their third engagement, if I may. Remember, they met in Paris, and that again was with family. Then they met in the United States of America. And if you also notice, Elon Musk had his children when he met Prime Minister Narendra Modi. In a way, his son's been to the Oval Office, and several of those meetings. Elon Musk's sons have been there. So this is a signal that America is also trying to send out to their own people and across the world. When they come to India, again, Prime Minister Narendra Modi is somebody who helps carry that message forward. This is a relationship where India, in a way, is investing in the future leadership of the United States of America. J.D. Vance is very young. He's vice president. He has President Trump's ear. He's sent out on very important assignments by President Trump. You've seen the way he interacted in the Oval Office with some heads of state, and in some cases he was also very aggressive. But look at his body language in India, his comfort factor with Prime Minister Narendra Modi, his close association in terms of his engagement on the Indian culture, which he's written about, how that's helped him keep him on an even keel. So that's very, very significant. That is something that India wants to harness as you take this relationship forward. And trade is one aspect. The strategic ties, Indo-Pacific, Quad, this relationship is only said, from what officers in the government tell me, set to grow from strength to strength.
His close relationship where India's cultural ties come into question can also be mirrored in the fact that he's married to Usha Vance. Usha Vance traces her inheritance and her heritage from Andhra Pradesh, Hyderabad, and you can see her right there being greeted by the Prime Minister with her little daughter, holding her little daughter there in a very pretty golden frock, but golden evening dress as well. We're going to get our viewers more. I want to cut across to my colleague Shivani as Gaurav continues to be with us. Shivani Sharma right outside the Prime Minister's residence, 7 Lok Kalyan Marg. Shivani, endearing images that are coming in from the Prime Minister's residence there, where the Prime Minister himself receiving the Vance family. It was an invite. He's hosting them for dinner. That's why the bilateral also takes place at the Prime Minister's residence, a bit breakaway from protocol. But are we expecting a joint statement? Because usually that's what follows every bilateral. Will it happen at the Prime Minister's residence, or we're going to see, a joint statement being released by the MEA later?
Preeti, it's been over an hour when the Vice President is inside 7 Lok Kalyan Marg, where we are present right now. We are seeing the pictures where Prime Minister Narendra Modi has welcomed the Vice President along with his family. He's showing around the little children his garden. And last time when we were talking, we were discussing why a breakaway from the Hyderabad house to this place. Now it's clear that the whole family is being hosted here. It's more than a bilateral. It's just not just a bilateral, but a personal focus also, a personal visit also, the warmth and affection that Prime Minister Narendra Modi wants to show to J.D. Vance as India and America are moving ahead, not only from the people-to-people ties, but also leader-to-leader ties, the bond that they want to create and give a message across. And when you were asking about the statement, it's quite likely that there will be a statement that will be released by the MEA, because this is not just another meeting. This is an important meeting between India and United States. This is the first meeting by J.D. Vance when he's in India after taking over. He's coming here, he's meeting Prime Minister Narendra Modi, and the focus has been on not only the trade agreement which the India and United States are working on, but also technology, defense ties, comprehensive strategic ties. So that partnership is being discussed. So we expect that there might be a statement, though not a joint statement, but a statement by the MEA that can be released after this.
All right, not a joint statement, but a statement by the MEA that will be released, because viewers, once again, this is a private visit, but massive amounts of official takeaways from it, and we're going to keep our viewers clued in on what exactly they are. But till then, sweet images coming in of the Prime Minister receiving the Vance family at the 7 Lok Kalyan Marg, the Prime Minister's residence. We leave you with that. Appreciate you joining us.